Gemini, welcome back to Tarot by THC. This is the Harlequin Cafe, and I am lucky. You have a Gemini tarot reading for 2021 coming up for you. We're doing an oracle array where I'm doing a spread of different oracle cards for you, and it's happening right now. You're starting out with pride, okay? Gemini. So there's this, and we also see the duality in this face here, this kind of a reference to that Gemini energy. Now, the challenge here, Gemini, is that you are very gifted at controlling information and how you present information. Okay, so here, this is almost where it's, this is again, remember, pride comes before the fall. So, you've got to really figure out how you're balancing out your storyline, your personas, your audiences, and how you're teasing out which information you're telling who, and how this is all going to fit in a way that is, that fits. Like, I kind of feel like someone here is spinning a spider's web, and trying to hide something and cover up something, or explain something or rationalize something in their own mind when it may not reflect the facts, okay, that everyone sees, not just the spin doctoring that can happen. Now, this can be you, Gemini, or someone coming to you with this thing where it's this kind of like spin doctor energy, but it's still also the challenge of understanding your own pride and your own ego and standing, but recognizing the other person's also their need for respect and their need to have pride. Okay, that is, it's something that doesn't all pour down, toward one individual. Okay, everyone can have pride in their race, their culture, their background, their identity, their hobbies, or whatever. Okay, and so, okay. Unleash your creativity. Like, so, I mean, even the thing I'm getting here is that there could be judgment around the things that you pride yourself in, and the hobbies that you have, and the things that are interesting, the things that you are good at, the things where you are like a wizard and, puts your little top hat on. Okay. The things that you can put the little cherry on top, the pièce de résistance, and, make special and make alluring and interesting to people. Take off the mask. Okay. This is still what we're getting here with that first card here. This concept of veiling the true identity, the true intentions here. It's understanding too, but there's this, it's a sense of innocence, and it's almost like all of the masks and all of the layers and all of this, like, the Harlequin, the jester, the Joker energy, this fool energy. There doesn't have to be a song and dance. There doesn't. I feel like there's someone who's using all of this energy to, create this little virtual image here, this little illusion. And it could even be that there are things happening on social media that simply aren't true, and that people are using to create and project a certain image, a certain glamour, cast a spell, a lie, a bewitchment, okay, and, illusions, okay? So, just be careful there, because also procrastination is here at the bottom of the deck. So you've got to be careful, Gemini, that you were taking the actions necessary to reveal your truth and your true identity and the things that you were proud about and that you can take pride in, the things that speak for themselves. Okay, the things that speak for themselves, like the things that you should be proud about, will be the things that people say, wow. Okay, it will speak for itself. Like, wow, what a delicious cake. Wow, what a delicious cup of coffee. Oh, wow, I like your style, things like that. Okay, it's going to be obvious. It's not going to be contrived and sold and marketed and peddled. Okay, authenticity can, yeah, okay. Authenticity is essential. Okay. Um, Solitude is trying to come out here along with prosperity begins. Okay, so I like this kind of upswing here. So solitude, where someone is totally chilling out, okay, and they're tapping into like their own. Really, this is like their own repertoire, their own education, their own background and cultural information, like their own access to like data, creativity. You know, and you know, this could be things from excuse me, things from your childhood. I'm also getting someone may like chess here. You know, these are those kind of like, you know, kind of like random skills, like, you know, chess, piano. You know, I can tie, you know, a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue. Those kind of things. Okay, so someone is getting back in touch with, you know, their true core faith and beliefs, and what they really the you know, the paradigm, like how do you really think the world works? How does it really work? How does this all, the physics and metaphysics, how do things really click together? By getting back to your true source here, you will see how all of this clicks together. Okay, getting back to your fundamental truths here. And this is where we see the prosperity begin, where you know, this creates, you know, someone is now able to um, take off of all of the pretense, this pretentious, you know, beatnik turtleneck, like upper crust, Lord Fauntleroy bullshit. Okay, like all of this falling away to say the emperor, in fact, Lord Fauntleroy, has no clothes. Out of all of this pretense, all of this foolishness, you know, what others see is that the emperor has no clothes at all. So while the emperor is over here upper crusting, that everyone's like, put some drawers on, okay? But this is, while all of that falls away, this is going to bring back that top hat, okay? Now, this could also be someone's computer skills, because I'm getting like the black hat, white hat hacker as well. So someone could be trying to, you know, you do want to watch that if people trying to hack into your systems, break into your thing, you know, check on you and check like your data or like your metadata, and when were you last on this program, and you know, when did you view this file? All of these kind of like little tagged information, all of that's here. But you know, so be careful of that. But you know, I think regardless of that, Gemini, it's going to be so powerful for you to get to that true. And it really is something about, you know, you've got to remember. I'm getting this is strong. You know, Papa Legba. Okay, he wears that top hat. Eshu. Okay. Elegua. Ashe. Montupue. You know, these guys, this is a trickster. This is a trickster spirit, okay? And he's very highly creative. He's a, you know, a dancer. You know, he's a performer. He's an illusionist. All of these things. He's a shapeshifter, okay? Which was here in one of the decks. But so all of this here is where, you know, you've got to use this trickster element to yourself to, to be creative and evocative, okay? So if you say, oh, the emperor has no clothes on, then put clothes on and get dressed. Like, not just like, oh, I've got clothes on, but get dressed. Haute couture, okay? Get fine, get flawless, okay? Be like exquisite, top, hat, collar, you know, tie. So the transformation has to come from within. So if everyone is saying there's a lot of fakeness here, there's a lot of masks here, there's a lot of BS going on here, that's not selling your story. It's the authenticity. It's dropping these masks. It's the authenticity, the things that you were good at, the things that will speak for themselves, the reputation you set by your performance and your presence. Not just the hype, not just the okay, like it's all about me. No. Prosperity begins. Also notice how the hands are folded. And this is, again, this relaxed energy. And it is, even though it's folded like this, it's patient. And so that patience is receptive. It attracts by being patient, okay? Patience is like gravity, okay? Yep, here we go. And I'll show you. It pulls in these planets, it pulls these things in around itself, to orbit by just being patient. The sun was patient and the whole solar system formed, okay? And the sun just was shining. That's it. It just did its thing, okay? So, you know, authenticity is key here. Moving on, okay? So, and this is a deal where you've got to cut your losses. So if people have been dishonest with you, people have been, you know, trying to hide their truth, edit their stories, edit their persona. They want to hide you from others and keep you closeted, okay? Like, you know, little closeted down low, you know, connections here where it's like, oh, I'm the secret? That's, you know, so everyone is seeing these flaws are glaring. These are the glaring flaws. So whoever's trying to control the narrative and control and juggle like this magician reverse, you know, that you know, this is, it's like, okay, everyone sees the wires, you know. Everyone sees the wires. Everyone sees this as an act, okay? Um, Okay, so just take, you know, so you've got to take off, or whoever else has got to take off the mask. Okay, you know, and I had this psychic, you know, when I was younger. I was 16, and I had run away from home, and I lived in this crazy apartment for a little while. And one of the people who was there often was this psychic woman, very, very powerful, powerful seer. She used some oracle cards, but you know, I think it was like the Mother Earth oracle cards. Are like circle. They're like a circle. This was years and years ago. This is a woman who taught me tarot, and but she was like, you know, don't pretend. You don't ever have to be in the closet. You don't ever have to pretend. Okay. She's like, because people can tell. Okay. She's like, because people can tell. So just don't even go there. Don't even try to be like, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, dog? You know. She's like, people can tell you got a little sugar in your shoes. The White Witch, okay? Coming up here again. This tapping in to the core source essential power here. Now you may be around someone who has you know, these you know, white witch abilities, you know, a very positive occult person. This person would have the powers of healing and great wisdom. This person would be good with plants and herbs. Okay, this person would be you know, they would understand, like, you know, they would be scientific also. Okay, but now mind you, she is covered in you know, she was covered in, these look like grapes. Okay. So, you know, grapes are not easy to grow. This is why I'm saying the green thumb, but she's, you know, this grapes extend to vinegar and wine, okay, products. So this person can materialize. This person can put ingredients together, understands timing, okay, and can put them together. Now, also what we have here with the horned owl and the way this is horned like a deer, this is like the horned owl, which is a real owl. It just has two feathers that look like little ears or horns. But what that is saying is that this is the masculine and the feminine, the horned god and the owl, okay, wisdom goddess. So a lot, this is kind of like a Morgan Le Fay Merlin kind of energy here, okay, where it's a little bit salty, it's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit light and dark, it's a little bit life and death, it's a little bit wine and a little bit vinegar. Okay, so you know, this is understanding those energies that are here for you. Now I see in the autumn, this is when we're going to see a lot of transformation, a lot of knowledge and insight through your patience and repose. By sitting back and taking care of yourself, you will look back and you will be able to see you know, the trend of events. Now there's two wise birds here, two very different, one black, one white, one wise and receptive, and one very masculine and projective and mischievous. So this is where you know, I told you, yeah, someone here is a little salty and a little sweet. Okay, so you know, you've got to watch this, especially if this is a witchy character around you. Release the old and rest. So now this could also be speaking of this relationship that could be here. So you could be someone who is releasing their old ideas about occultism and religion, or someone who is releasing their ideas about, you know, this kind of like relationship that they wanted to have and create. Okay. This is someone who needs to release the ideas of previous relationships, bygone lovers, bygone, who now you think that, you know, all of their hangups, this other person, you know, so because the other person was, you know, a lush and drank, you know, gin and tonics, and then the new person says, oh, I'll have a gin and tonic. It doesn't mean that he's got the same problems as the other guy. Okay. So this is what we're going to be seeing here. The autumn is going to be almost like a harvest of knowledge and experience, where it's going to be really looking back and saying, wow, look at that event. All of these things that are happening now will not be passing further than the autumn. So any issues, any challenges, anyone's spell work, any sort of solitude and challenges, transporting yourself from, you know, from this reality to the new, you know, the future, the new intentions you set and manifest, and get, you know, all that stagnation, all of that static, all of that difficulty should be cleared up by autumn. And I'm just feeling like this is some kind of twisted knot that, you know, is going to slowly have to work itself out. Some kind of like it just getting like, I'm getting almost like a muscle sprain or something, where it just has to slowly work itself out. Please be careful if you are lifting or working out or doing anything like that, because with the solitude and the pride here, you know, is that someone could also be hurt and injured and masking this, you know, masking this pain. Okay, so this is where, you know, we would want to be really sensitive to others in our environment, if they do need help, to reach out and have an ear for them and listen and be a shoulder and a compassionate heart and say, oh, well, how can I, what about you? Okay, that's the remedy to whoever's me. This is here. Like, what about you? How are you? How was your day? How did you, oh, happy. Oh, I never said happy 4th of July. I never said happy birthday. I never said happy Father's Day. I never said, I meant to say that. Hey, how are you? Okay, and showing this, expressing this to the other person. This is the peacekeeper. This is what's going to, you know, kind of like call out the elephant in the room, so to speak. Okay, and you know, it's like we have to recognize some of the facts without all of the facade. Okay, it's too much facade here, especially with these masks. Okay, let's pull out some more. We're going to pull out now the Love and Light cards. We're going to get a little biblical inspiration here. You guys take a second, hit that like button. Love me, okay? Don't like me, love me. Sub me, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell to know when I'm going live. You can book me for a private reading by looking at the information down below in the description. I call it the junk in the trunk. Now the link tree will take you to many cool places as well. Okay, so follow the link tree. You can check me out in other places. You can follow me on Instagram. You can check me out on my Price Consciousness channel, the Platinum Flame. But that's not for everybody. Okay, that's not for everybody. No rookies. Okay, on that channel. All right. So now, pure and unconditional love. This is from the past, though, okay? So this has maybe been shown to you, or you've shown this to someone, and you've given pure love, unconditional. I love you no matter what. Like, no matter what happens, like, you know, I'm really into you. Like, I would always be there for you. I will, you know, nurture and cuddle you and protect you like like my little child, okay? My little lamb. Speak to the earth, and it will instruct you. Let the fish of the sea speak to you. So this is someone who has a very, I mean, especially with this white witch, this positive witch energy, you know, okay, is that, you know, this person may be, again, very magnanimous, like very like, here, I'll help you, here, I'll do this, here, and very gentle and very peaceful, very receptive. Now this person may speak to the elements, to the forces of nature, to the orisha, to the ancestors, to the clouds, to the rain. This person is, they're speaking to the earth, and they have a spiritual relationship with, because the earth is going to speak of the Most High, and keep talking about the Most High. So this person has a relationship with the earth spirit, and is continued, is enriched from the spirit, is like taught and enlivened. This is this person is being nutrified. Like, this is like fireflies. This is someone who is, this person, animals may be attracted to this person. Okay. This person may like birds a lot. With the owl, the raven here, and this Cherokee, I think she's Cherokee, just from what I know about the Cherokee, because I am Cherokee, and she looks like one of my people. So now the peacekeeper, though, is, that's also the peace pipe. Okay, they use that tobacco pipe. They use, to pass this around and to share. Okay, and to negotiate and create, an icebreaker, an open door for negotiation. Pure and unconditional love is hospitality. Okay, this is the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah. It wasn't, because they had same-sex relationships. It was because they were predatory, and because they were inhospitable, and that they were crooks, and that all the tourists and people who visited their towns were, accosted and robbed. Okay, so that's the issue. Like, people who are inhospitable, that's the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, if you're not a good host or a hostess, if you're not gracious, okay, you don't have grace. Okay, bathe in divinity. Okay, so he is coming as a look at this, guys. Look at these sparkles all around everybody. Okay, and look what he's saying here. He's saying he is coming in as brilliant as the sunrise. Look at this guy is as brilliant as the sunrise. Look, but he came in this way. This person came in and you knew. This person came in and you knew. Now, this is also the divine masculine feminine, mother-child dynamic here, that we do see from Asur and, Aset and Horus. And, okay, out of ancient Egypt, out of ancient Kemet, okay? This witch person, whoever this witchy person is, where are we at? 20. Okay, we're gonna stop. Whoever this witchy person is, somebody has like a spirit, okay, like a little like familiar spirit that follows them or something. Okay, someone has a watcher. Someone is like protected. Okay. She's carrying the lamb here. Look at that. Look at that same lamb. This is the same lamb. This dude's like not some kind of like eternal, some little watcher. It looks, this lamb, the lamb is a wolf or a lion. It's not what it looks like. This is, something's here is not what it seems. It's like this cool little white witch. Okay. Happy-go-lucky, everything love and light, all of this light, radiant energy. But still, there's still this kind of like, there's still this specter. There's still somebody here, okay? That little baby is not alone. That little baby, this little saint, whoever this little white, some of this have got to back up. They got like a little somebody watching out for them, okay? Now, this could be the Most High. This is a white, pure lamb. You know what I'm saying? So bathe in divinity. This is about really embracing the spirit and your spiritual practices. There may be like a spiritual ritual bath. There may be some bathing that needs to go on, literal bathing, but any kind of baptism or mikvah, any kind of aspergement, any sort of thing like that, or spiritual bath is going to probably be very helpful and very healing, and it may mark a very strong milestone in someone's transition here. Okay, into peace and moving on and moving out of a stagnant relationship. See everything through the eyes of love. Okay, and it's like it's life and it's cosmos. Okay, it's understanding the unity of all things, your tiny little role in all of this. Okay, as tiny as the stars are to us, we're even tinier to them. Okay, love is patient and kind. It's patient. It waits. Love is patient. And I tell you, it's like gravity. Love is like gravity. Okay, it just draws and attracts. It organizes systems. The mommy and the daddy, the masculine, feminine, the kids, the dog, the house, the business, all of this, the ancestry, the lineage, all of this starts to draw in when you have love. The sun, success. When you have love, it's gravity. It's a gravitational pull. Okay? I've got magnetic ways to bind you. I send x-rays to find you. Gravity waves. And gravity waves. I can't remember the rest of it. Okay, some poem, okay. All right, so, yeah, gentleness is the path of peace, okay? So, see everything through the eyes of love, okay? Remember, agape, the most high love. Storge, the love for your ancestors and the blood lineage, the cultures that brought you to be, okay? Phileo, the love of your neighbors, your brothers, your siblings, the people in your general population, okay? The people around you, loving them, loving your neighbor as you love yourself, okay? Phalatia, self-love, self-healing, okay? Touching and, maybe self-eroticism, okay? Ludus, that lewd, flirtatious, sassy little love. Okay, and I bring a lot of ludus to you guys. That's the friendship and camaraderie. And then eros, where all that flirtation leads to eroticism, eros, okay? And then pragma, the offspring, loving the offspring of your libido. And this could be your work, the things that you produce, your creative work, your creative, your intellectual property, your children, your offspring, your progeny of all sorts, okay? Your spells, all of these things that you produce, the plants you grow, the crops, the businesses you build, the homes you raise, okay? All of those things. So the love is a many, many splendored thing, okay? So if you're having a challenge in understanding the languages of love and how to express the sevenfold love, email me at tarotbythc@gmail.com. Get a pinpoint, accurate, private reading with yours truly. Okay? Big hearts, peace, power, and stay in love.